Hello, everybody. I hope everybody's having a good day today and has been having a good week. As we wait to see when for more people to show up, we can start on the show pretty soon here. Tonight in every nation, tonight in every nation, tonight in every nation. Oh, oh, just another day. Oh, oh, oh. Tonight, 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 tonight in every nation, tonight in every nation, tonight in every nation. Oh, oh, just another day. And somebody came in and gave me a like. Thank you. Hello. We're just waiting on more people to show up. Um, Hopefully you're doing well. Um, Guess you're gonna probably be lurking. Um, of course, as I get through the articles tonight, feel free to comment if there's anything that strikes your fancy with it. Anyways, ugh. I'll be right back here. Be right. All right, I'm back. Let's see now. Just as I said, just waiting on some more people to show up here. Hmm. Anyways, we're just. Do you see what I see? Do you hear what I hear? Hmm. Tonight, 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 tonight in every nation, tonight in every nation, tonight in every nation. Ho, ho, just another day, just another day. La da da dee da 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 da. La da da dee da 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 da. La da da dee da 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 da. Da 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 dee da da. Da 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 do 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 do. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Let's see. Well, now we're coming up on 5 minutes here. As I said, we'll wait a few more minutes, of course, just allow more people to show up. La da 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 dee da 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 la da 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 la da 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 dee da da. Sonic the Hedgehog. He is the fastest thing alive. He is the fastest thing alive. Oh, we have three people in here now. Hello. Well, I guess with that, we can probably go ahead and get started then. So here's what's on tap for tonight, guys. Um, I have five stories, all from CBR, all anime related, and I thank you guys for the like and share. I do appreciate that. See if we can get some more friendly people in here. Um, hey, Clyde, could have been a rock star, Mike. Thank you, Clyde slash Woody. Yeah. Anyways, um, yeah. Anyways, as I said, we have five anime stories tonight, including a story on how Bleach's soundtrack helped it become one of the most popular shonen series of all time. Along with that, we'll also be talking a bit about uh, Bastard returning with a new series from Netflix and Warner Brothers. Bastard was an anime a while back, dark fantasy anime. It's now now coming back with a new series. Retro Crush will be streaming some stuff. So we'll be looking at that. Also, also has some Gundam news and a little feature on Gonzo as well. So Gonzo Studios. So with all that being said, why don't we go ahead and since we do have three people four people here now. Thank you. And if you can like and share the stream if you haven't already, that'd be appreciated. So with that being said, let's go ahead and get going here. We have like four people here, so I want to keep you guys interested. So we'll get right into this. Let's see. All right. Oh, we're gonna go ahead and get started with this first article here. All right. How Bleach used an underrated technique to become a successful shonen anime. Every good anime needs the right music to match its story, and Bleach's soundtrack is overlooked as one of the shonen's best. Yeah, it's a pretty. I mean, I was giving you guys at least some examples of it, with the words, of course, to tonight, 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 but also with the little bit more of an instrumental from Veronica, or Veronica, I guess is how it would actually be translated. But, anyways, let's go ahead and take a look at this. Okay, let's see. Yeah, article by Lewis Kemner, published 14 hours ago, and there's Ichigo right there. Beat collection. Ike Kubo's hit manga Bleach was not only one of Shonen's big three at the time, but also a hit anime series that was hugely popular in the 2000 anime scene. Now, of course, This is Bleach along with One Piece and Naruto, I believe. So all these were coming out of Shonen Jump. A lot of work from Studio Pierrot went into making Bleach's anime until it was ended in 2012. But it's primed for an official return in October 2022. There's a lot to look forward to. Bleach fans are in for a real treat, not just with the Thousand Year Blood War arc, but the anime's stellar soundtrack as well. The original series had a shonen OST, original soundtrack, unlike any other, which fit Bleach's tone and themes in unexpected ways. For music enthusiasts, It's also worth listening to in its own right. Yeah, there was a lot of big J-pop, J-anime, anime music names, including Asian Kung Fu Generation, um, Orange Renge. Um, see, those are the two that I could think. I think Flow even had a song or two on that. Um, how Bleach's soundtrack completes the anime. Let's see. Any more comments? Nope. And of course, you guys can feel free to, if you guys have anything you want to add to the conversation or anything like that, to do so. You guys know that. And then you have, of course, from right to left. There you have Rukia, or I'm sorry, from left to right rather. Rukia, Yoshida, Ichigo, Chad, Kon, and Orihime. Some anime have fairly generic soundtracks that suit their genres, such as romance, sci-fi, comedy, or more. By contrast, the biggest names in anime have more unique original soundtracks that firmly stick in viewers' minds. Bleach's cousin, Naruto, for example, blends catchy rock tunes with traditional Japanese music to fit the series ninja themes, which is true. They have a lot of Diver is one of let's see, there's Diver, there's Heroes Come Back, among some of the song. There's Side Flow has a couple of again, Flow, Asian Kung Fu Generation. You can hear some of them on there as well. See Go from Joe Inoue. That was a good one from Naruto. Um, let's see. While Bleach itself goes in a different but even more compelling direction, blending exciting hard rock with ethereal choruses, synths, and more. Yeah, it's a Bleach is a pretty rockin' soundtrack. I can attest to that. Huh. It looked like we lost somebody there. So with that, let's see. At first, Bleach's abstract and seemingly timeless songs don't seem catchy at all, but savvy fans can appreciate what the soundtrack is doing. Aside from the thematic quote unquote number one, Bleach's songs aren't easy to hum along to, nor are they suitable for karaoke. Instead, the soundtrack is boldly experimental, sacrificing catchy earworms for atmospheric songs that capture the series' supernatural themes. But especially if you don't know Japanese, you know, or know a lot of Japanese, it's hard to sing along to, even with in a karaoke setting where you had the words on the screen there. Unless, of course, they translate the words to English, then now at least a little bit easier. Bleach is all about spirits and the afterlife, exploring exotic realms such as the Soul Society and the desert realm of Mundo. So generic thriller music would never do. Strange, powerful beings such as espadas, hollows, and soul reaper captains appear with eerie and abstract music in the background. And that's what makes Bleach's original soundtrack stand out. Excuse me a moment, I gotta step away from the computer here. I'll be right back. All right, I'm back. Had to go clear out my throat a little bit there. Anyways, continuing on with the article here. The music is almost like an unreliable narrator, exploring these supernatural adventures through Ichigo's eyes as an ordinary boy turned soul reaper. It's a bizarre and otherworldly place, and the eerie heavenly soundtrack matches that viewpoint. Bleach's soundtrack is fittingly strange music for a strange adventure of spirits and new worlds. As we continue on here, Ichigo's Ichigo is getting used to all of this during the Hueco Mundo arc, when the Arancars all have a Spanish naming convention. Um, so the soundtrack updates to include catchier songs with distinct Spanish themes. Kind of the guitar, the more, yeah. When you do get into this arc, you do have more of a guitar, like Spanish guitar influence in some of the songs. So I know exactly what they're talking about there. This helps set its story apart from the Soul Society arc, even if the two are similar in broad strokes. There's no telling what Bleach's Thousand Year Blood War arc's OST or original soundtrack will sound like, but given the militaristic German themes of the Quincy Empire, the Quincy's were basically what Ishida was a part of. You know, whereas the Soul Reapers look to just simply give the souls rest. The Quincy's look to just exterminate the souls altogether. Fans may expect military-style marches along with hard rock melodies to echo the first original soundtrack. Let's see where to listen to Bleach's soundtrack. Hmm. All right, where to listen to Bleach's soundtrack? Online retailers and streaming platforms such as Crunchyroll and Netflix have the Bleach anime available to watch anytime, but dedicated fans can also seek out the official original soundtrack on its own and immerse themselves in an otherworldly sonic landscape, as can curious non fans who want to try some new music. Those interested can visit Amazon's online catalog and find audio CDs of Bleach's soundtrack, which is divided into several parts. The original OST, original soundtrack, is used for the first three seasons of the anime until the end of the Soul Society arc, which the next few soundtracks match later arcs. Fans can also head to SoundCloud to try out the soundtrack, which includes music by composer Shiro Sagisu, who also wrote some music for the iconic Neon Genesis Evangelion. Well, there we go with that one. So we're done with that story. We're 20 minutes in here. Two people here. All right, getting ready to move on to the next article. Hmm. And as I said, if you have anything you'd like to add to the conversation, feel free to do so. Here we go with the next article here. All right. Bastard returns with new series from Netflix and Warner Brothers. Netflix and Warner Brothers Japan announced a new anime series based on Kazushi Hagiwara's classic dark fantasy series. Article by Michael Lacerna, published 11 hours ago. Dark fantasy manga Bastard will receive a new anime adaptation from Netflix and Warner Brothers Japan. Netflix announced the series through one of the streaming company's official Twitter accounts. The announcement labels the series as, quote, heavy metal dark fantasy, unquote, and gives the new show a premiere window of sometime in 2022. The first image from the new anime was also revealed, which shows the series' main character, the edgy wizard Dark Schneider, and the priestess who resurrects him, Tia Noto Yoko. Not to be confused with Yoko Ono. uh, Anyways, we continue on here. And here's, of course, the tweet for it from Netflix Anime. The new anime will be directed by Takaharu Ozaki, who previously worked on Terraformers and helmed the controversial Goblin Slayer. The series is being produced at Leiden Films, the studio behind the anime adaptations of The Heroic Legend of Arslan and one of 2021's biggest hits, Tokyo Revengers. Bastard was created by Kazushi Hagiwara and began serialization with Shueisha's Weekly Shonen Jump magazine in 1988. The series is set in a dark fantasy dystopia inspired by Hagiwara's love of classic heavy metal and Dungeons and Dragons. The story focuses on Dark Schneider, a powerful wizard who once dreamed of taking over the world, till his soul was sealed within the body of a young boy. After a worldwide war breaks out that threatens to destroy all of humanity, Schneider is released with the hope that his powers will be enough to stop the conflict and prevent the unsealing of an even more dangerous ancient threat. Hagiwara's original manga was one of Shueisha's biggest hits of the late 80s and early 90s, selling over 30 million copies before going on hiatus in 2009. The new Netflix series will be the second anime adaptation of the manga. A 6-episode miniseries was created by Anime International Company, AIC, in 1992 and released directly to video. So that might have been considered an OAV or OVA or something like that, I guess. Well, no, actually, no, it wasn't because, no, it was an anime because it was based on the manga. So let's see. AIC is best known for producing a number of the most popular anime series of the early 1990s, including Tenchi Muyo and Record of Lotus War Chronicles of the Heroic Knight. Both those are very fun to watch. For Tenchi Muyo is a comedic classic. Guys, if you've never seen Tenchi Muyo, you should check it out. It's just pure comedy. And Record of Lodoss War, if you want to really get into the whole sword and sorcery RPG type situation, that one's a good one to watch too. The show is the latest example of Netflix's increased focus in the anime industry as a source of content for its streaming service. The streaming company previously partnered with Warner Brothers Japan to add the highly anticipated JoJo's Bizarre Adventure Stone Ocean to its library as an international exclusive. Netflix has also secured other high profile series such as Komi Can't Communicate and Pokemon Master Journeys, the series, as streaming exclusives to its service, in addition to producing its own anime adaptations such as Baki and Beastar. And Baki was there, that's a more recent one back in 2018. There was an earlier series that was based more on the manga. So, anyway, so there we go with that one. See if you guys are saying anything since I last left. No, it's still only two of us watching. I kind of wish people would. Right, so getting ready to move on to the 757. Yeah, so anyways, yeah. Here's the next article we're going to look at here. Retro Crush streams Hajime no Ippo anime and classic Sonic cartoon. Sonic the Hedgehog. He is the fastest thing alive. He is the fastest thing alive. Retro Crush adds two very different but beloved shows to its streaming library: The Adventures of Sonic the Hedgehog and Hajime no Ippo. Article by Hansini Wasalamudalige, published 11 hours ago. Hajime no Ippo is a boxing anime, just to let you guys know. It's a pretty good one, too. Hajime no Ippo and Adventures of Sonic the Hedgehog can now be streamed on Retro Crush. As reported by Anime News Network, Retro Crush added the classic boxing anime to its video on demand service, along with the anime television film Hajime no Ippo Champion Road, and the original video animation OVA released Hajime no Ippo Mashiba versus Kimura. Yeah, and we were talking about soundtracks earlier. Hajime no Ippo has some pretty good soundtrack too. You know, you guys should really check it out. All three can be streamed in Japanese with English subtitles and in English. Sequel series Hajime no Ippo New Challenger and Hajime no Ippo Rising have yet to be added. However, the nostalgia-focused streaming service also acquired all 65 episodes of the 1990s cartoon series Adventures of Sonic the Hedgehog. This marks the first Sonic the Hedgehog property to be added to Retro Crush's service. He is the fastest thing alive. He is the fastest thing alive. Sonic the Hedgehog. He is the fastest thing alive. He is the fastest thing alive. Sonic the Hedgehog. Since it began its serialization in 1989, Hajime no Ippo has enjoyed immense popularity, with its manga being one of the best-selling manga series of all time. It tells the tale of timid high school student Maku Mochi Ippo, who is one day rescued from a group of bullies by the middleweight professional boxer Mamoru Takumura. After Takumura takes him to the Kanagawa gym and allows him to unleash his frustrations on a sandbag. Ippo discovers, okay, typo right there, putting the same word in there twice. Ippo discovers a natural talent and love for boxing, inspiring him to pursue the sport seriously as a career. Yeah, this is a very good sports anime, guys. You should really try to check it out if you haven't. Even if you're not a boxing fan, watching this kid grow is a good story in of itself. Let's see. Yeah. Evo's journey to become a champion boxer begins as he faces various opponents and overcomes personal demons over the course of the series. With 133 volumes and 1,367 chapters to date, the Hajime no Ippo manga is still ongoing, although it has yet to receive an official English translation. An anime television series produced by Madhouse, known for, of course, Death Note and Black Lagoon, aired from October 2000 to March 2002, adapted the first 30 volumes of the Hajime no Ippo manga during a 76 episode. So that's a little different. Most anime, of course, they only have either what I would call a half season, which is like 12 to 13 episodes, or full season, 24 to 26 episodes. But this one was one of the ones that ran longer than that, like 76 episodes. And it skyrocketed the popularity of the series as the adaptation is regarded as one of the best sport anime of all time. Yep, there's good reason for it. If you ever have a chance to watch it, you'll see why. Let's see. Hajime no Ippo Champion Road and Hajime no Ippo Mashiba versus Kimura together adapt volumes 31 to 35 of the manga. The adventure comedy cartoon Adventures of Sonic the Hedgehog originally ran between September 1993 and November 1996 and follows the eponymous Sonic, voiced by Jaleel White, a cocky yet kind teenage hedgehog with the ability to travel at supersonic speeds. We all know this, of course, from the games and all that. The series largely features Sonic and his sidekick Tails, voiced by Christopher Welch, putting a stop to the evil plans of the villainous Dr. Robotnik, um, portrayed by Long John Baldry, and his robot henchmen Scratch, Grounder, and Coconuts in a lighthearted and comical way. Despite Sonic the Hedgehog's enduring popularity, the cartoon series received mixed reception, many critics noting that the gags and jokes are contrived and polarizing. Hajime no Ippo and Adventures of Sonic the Hedgehog are available to stream on RetroCrush, now on browsers through the services app, which can be downloaded on iOS, Android, Amazon, Fire TV, Roku, Apple TV, and smart TVs. Anyways, there we go with that one. So does anybody have anything you want to add to the conversation thus far? Sonic the Hedgehog. He is the fastest thing alive. He is the fastest thing alive. Sonic the Hedgehog. Hmm. All right. Well, with no other conversation coming in, I will guess I'll move on to the next story then. Over. All right. So here we go. Here's the next article. Gundam Kukuru's Dones Island reveals new art, casting details, and premiere date. Now, this is, I guess this is an adaptation. Excuse me, I gotta go off camera here. Anyways, well, never mind that. Uh, have you saw the trailer for Pinocchio? No, I haven't. They casted Polly Shore, and he made Pinocchio sounds like a stereotypical gay guy with the worst monitor. No, I haven't actually seen it there, Doodlebug. But if you haven't already, if you can like and share the stream and see if we can get some more people, more friendly people in particular here, that'd be appreciated. Anyways, getting back to the article here. Okay. Animation Studio Sunrise reveals new art and details about the next Mobile Suit Gundam movie, a feature-length remake of Kuguru Dones Island. That was that was the episode that they skipped in the original series. It was pulled by the creator for some reason. Article by Michael Lacerna, published 7 hours ago. New art, casting details, and a Japanese premiere date have been revealed for Mobile Suit Gundam Kukuru's Dones Island. All of the new information about the movie was revealed through Animation Studio Sunrise's official Gundam website. The movie has been confirmed to premiere in Japan on June 3rd, so a summertime premiere there. The movie's character designer and chief animation director, Atsushi Tamura, drew a new illustration of the franchise's original protagonist, Amuro Ray, and his first mobile suit, the iconic RX 78 2, to celebrate the premiere date announcement. Tamura is an anime industry veteran who has worked on everything from the cult classic sci-fi thriller Serial Experiments Lane, which is a good one, kind of a surreal one. That has a very good haunting opening theme there. To more modern hits such as My Hero Academia. Hold on. Excuse me one more time here. Sorry. I'll be right back. All right, Doodlebug, I see you got some things you're trying to say there, so I'll take a look, see what you got to say here. Look up the trailer sometime. You will most likely to laugh at its awfulness. Yeah, sometimes it's so bad that it's good, right? They also got Tom Kenny in it. Well, Tom Kenny's a longtime veteran voice actor, particularly from the '90s in particular. Anyways, getting back to the article here. The new film's cast was also revealed. Toru Furuya will once again reprise the role of Amuro Ray. In addition to his many years of portraying Gundam's first hero, Furuya. Now these are the Japanese voice actors, by the way, what they call Seiryu. Also known for being the voice of Yamcha in the Dragon Ball franchise. Furuya will be joined by fellow Dragon Ball alum Toshio Furukawa. The voice of Piccolo will once again portray the character Kai Shiden. Ken Narita will also reprise the role of Slap Happy Federation Commander Bright Noah. Narita took over the role after Noah's original voice actor, Hirotaka Suzuki, passed away in 2006. Narita will also voice the character in the upcoming sequel to Mobile Suit Gundam Hathaway, which still doesn't have a final premiere date. They will be joined by Satomi Arai, certain scientific railgun, as Mirai, and Megumi Han from Ultraman as Sayla Mas. Han previously portrayed Sayla in the prequel series Gundam The Origin. Excuse me one more time, guys. Sorry, I gotta go off camera here. One more time here. All right, I'm back. Sorry about that. All right, let's see what you're saying here. Doodlebug. Look at the trailer. Right, Narita does Sesshomaru Inuyasha. Japanese Char Shuichi Ikeda does the Jabberwock from Project Arms. All right, interesting news. Thanks there. Doodlebug. Happy to see you back. Hopefully, we'll see more of you. And if you haven't already, if you guys can like and share the stream, so we can get some more friendly people in here, that'd be appreciated. The new movie recreates episode 15 of the original 1979 TV anime set after the defense of Jaburo. Um, the movie sees white base deployed to a supposedly uninhabited island in order to search for any Xeon stragglers that may have been left behind. Things get complicated when Amuro encounters a group of children and an old man named Kukuru's Don, a Xeon deserter, who has now dedicated himself to protecting children who have been orphaned by the ongoing war. When the conflict between the Federation and Xeon once again reaches the shores of the island, Amuro must rush back to his Gundam and face the horrors of war firsthand. A release date outside of Japan for the movie has not yet been announced, but it is worth noting that the previous Gundam movie, Mobile Suit Gundam Hathaway, was released internationally through Netflix just weeks after the film premiered in Japanese theaters. Yeah. Well, I think it's going to be it might be a little bit harder here because one, um, the company that dubbed the Mobile Suit Gundam um, is was Ocean Studios. I know they haven't been quite as active of late, and I don't know if Kirby Morrow was actually in the first Gundam series there. If he was, they're gonna have to find a replacement for him with him passing away last year. So, or a couple years ago. I don't know if it was last year or 2 years ago that asked, but anyways, with that we have one more article to get through. Well, gonna just barely hit the hour mark. Maybe I'll have to see about hitting some more stories in there. All right, so here we go. This is I may add some more stories here because because sometimes the thing about CBR here is the stories go quickly. So, but anyways, Hellsing and the other best anime from Gonzo so far. Um, Although perhaps now best known for its mainstream shonen titles like Black Cat and Rosario Vampire, Gonzo's vast catalog contains some real gems. So, article by Christy Gibbs, published 6 hours ago. Many anime studios are still relatively new to the industry, having been established in the early to mid 2000s or later, such as PA Works and Wit Studio. While some may count Gonzo among them, the studio's predecessor was in fact initially formed in 1992 by former Gainax staff members before merging with another company and later being absorbed into its parent corporation. Let's see. I bet Netflix. Okay, hold on. I bet the Netflix version of Bastard um, won't bother getting any of the old VAs back like Darren Norris or Steve Bloom, since it's using a new Japanese VA cast. Okay. Let's see. I enjoyed some of Gonzo's works like Speed Grapher, Salty Ray, and Gankutsuo. Yep. Yeah, I saw some of those too. Those are pretty good. Those are pretty good. Anyways, let's see now. Let's see. With a plethora of anime original works and several well known shonen titles under its belt, including Black Cat and Rosario Vampire, Gonzo continues to thrive today despite its somewhat rocky journey, given Gonzo's vast catalog of nearly 70 televised works, to say nothing of its various OVAs, ONAs, films, and even games and manga. There's certainly no shortage of variety to be found. Here's just a taste of what the studio has to offer. Helsing 2001. This, and of course, we know in English there, for that particular series, we know Crispin Freeman was the one who the voice of Helsing in that series, the one that we're looking at right now. Um, so let's get to this then. Helsing 2001. Sir Integra Fairbrook Wingate Helsing is the leader of Helsing, an organization that specializes in dealing with dark supernatural forces. When she is asked to destroy a vampire running amok in a village, Integra sends her sworn servant, the original vampire Alucard. Um, Alucard. That's who it actually is. Alucard is who Crispin Freeman voices. Although Alucard easily dispatches the rogue vampire, a young police officer named Ceres Victoria is caught in the crossfire. On death's door, Ceres is offered a choice: either die as a human or have Alucard turn her. Now, of course, for those of you who might not know, what he means by that is turn her into a vampire by basically giving her some of his blood through a bite. Ceres chooses the latter, thus beginning her new life as a vampire and member of Hellsing. Now a classic supernatural horror title in its own right, Hellsing may have received an upgrade in the Hellsing Ultimate OVA, but it's the 13 episode series that still really shines in terms uh, of both tone and direction. While anime horror can very hit or miss, Hellsing manages to deliver the intriguing plot alongside great action scenes, and a banger soundtrack, easily making it rank among the very best vampire anime of all time, despite its age. Let's see now. Crispin voices, yeah, I realize that in both the Gonzo series and the Ultimate OVAs. Crispin Freeman recently got to voice the legend Drizzt Do Urdon in that awful Dark Alliance game that recently came out. Good to know. No. All right. Last Exile, 2003. The fictional world of Prester in which flight is the dominant mode of transportation, is home to the warring countries of Anatore and Dissith, as well as a hugely powerful organization called the Guild. Caught in the middle of the conflict are sky couriers who pilot two-person van ships between the nations. Teenage couriers Klaus Valka and Lavi Head are the respective pilot and navigator of their van ship. But their lives are turned upside down when they take on a job of delivering a young orphan girl named Alvis Hamilton to the battleship Sylvana. Last Exile is an anime original series that later inspired a manga rather than the other way around. Ah, okay. And for excellent reason. It's difficult to overstate just how unique and well thought out the series is in the anime world. So this one would be technically an OVA then. A real OVA. Maybe an OAV, in fact. With its mix of steampunk like technological ideas placed in a more sci fi universe. Moreover, the art style from the show's character designs. Oh, sorry, spit went down the wrong tube. To its background artwork and real world historical inspiration for its airships make Last Exile a true gem in terms of overall production. Onkutsuo, The Count of Monte Cristo, 2004. Hey, toys! Your notification, your notification said I uploaded 50. I didn't upload. I went live. Ah, I do thank you for the like and share. I do appreciate that. Hmm. Speedgrapher had a manga adaptation that lasted for 3 volumes. It did some changes, like Gonzo becoming a euphonic, Ginza becoming a euphoric herself, and Sutegu um, being a straight up bad guy. Huh, okay, good. No. So the Count of Monte Cristo. Oh wait, Concuccio, the Count of Monte Cristo, 2004. This is a series that, of course, was based on Edgar Allan Poe's The Count of Monte Cristo, only set in the future, basically. The year is 5053, and during a visit to the moon-based city of Lune, teenage aristocrat Viscount Albert de Morcerf has a chance encounter with a mysterious yet charming nobleman known only as the Count of Monte Cristo. However, unbeknownst to Albert, the Count is actually a former sailor named Edmond Dantes, who was once betrayed by his closest friends and imprisoned on false charges. Upon escaping prison and reinventing himself as the Count, Edmund is now hell bent on vengeance, and Albert finds himself more and more drawn to him. Just happens to be the son of one of Edmund's old enemies. Yeah, I remember that. That was quite a And this is taken from. Oh, I'm sorry, not Edgar Allan Poe, Alexander Dumas. Um, Based on the famous 1844 novel by Alexander Dumas, Gankutsu is over the top and theatrical. Yeah, only that in this case, Gankutsu is set in the future, whereas at the time the novel was set in present day, what was present day at the time, um, in the best possible way. Everything the series does is grand and dramatic, from the unique and extremely bold art style to details such as the character's body language, pulling off its purposeful flamboyance, and with so much panache that it's genuinely difficult to look away. However, that's not to say Gankutsuo is all substance and no style beneath its melodrama. Extravagant visual flair lies in a finely crafted show that makes smart storytelling choices and knows how to tug on the audience's heartstrings. Welcome to the NHK 2006. This one was kind of a cute one. This one you dealt with, you had a neat, what they call in Japan, a neat, someone not in education, um, not in like education, employment, or training. Ah, Sato Tatsuhiro is a university dropout who lives a reclusive life as a NEET, and Hikomori shut in. He's also a conspiracy theorist who's convinced that his social problems stem from the NHK, the Nihon Hikikomori Kyokai, an organization that intentionally broadcasts anime to turn people like him into hapless otaku. Yeah, and yet he still gets hooked on it. One day, Sato runs into a mysterious girl named Nakahara Misaki, who claims to be able to cure him of his hikikomori ways and attempts to draw him back into society, despite her own hidden issues. Adapted from a full length novel, Welcome to the NHK is a black comedy showcasing heavy psychological themes. Yes, it is very surreal, alongside a healthy dose of cynical satire. The story, a delightfully twisted blend of drama, humor, and even a little romance, makes for an often cringeworthy watch that nonetheless remains perfectly reliable. Its specific brand of somewhat morbid comedy may well appeal to fans of the likes of Sayonara Zetsubo Sensei and Arakara Arakara Under the Bridge, with the tale packing a surprisingly hard emotional punch without being needlessly depressing. The first title here that I haven't seen or haven't even heard of, not right here. Let's see, Boku Rano Hours, 2007. During a summer camp, a group of middle school children comes across a sea cave that turns out to be full of computers. The cave's inhabitant, a man named Cocopelli, claims to be working on a game involving a giant robot whose purpose is to defend the Earth from alien invaders. Sounds familiar? However, since Cocopelli has not yet been able to test the game, he convinces the children to sign a contract for what he asserts will be a fun adventure. Uh oh. Don't talk to strangers, 'cause you might never know who you might be talking to. This quote unquote adventure quickly grows dark when the children are given no choice but to pilot the giant robot themselves in order to defeat enemy mecha from parallel worlds. Does the term deal with the devil mean anything to anybody? On the surface, Bokurano may seem like just another post Evangelion show with its mecha set dressing and intense psychological drama. Every character, and there are a lot, had a tragic backstory or a complex tangle of mental trauma. But the anime is very much its own beast. More thriller than action, Bokurano depicts the grimmer side of, of humanity with remarkable subtlety. Although anime fans who found the likes of Death Note Parade or of Death Parade or Now and Then Here and There difficult to watch for its similarly dark subject matter may want to approach with caution. All right, then there we go with that one. All right, so we're done with at least the majority of the main articles I had planned to cover. Let's see how much time we got left here. How much time we? Let's see. We're at the hour 9 mark. I'll be right back. I gotta step away from the computer for a moment. I'll be right back. All right. Let me see here if there's any more. Let's see. We're at the hour 11 mark, so I still got some time here. See if there's anything else here that grabs my attention that I'll probably report on. Let's see. Well, nothing here. Um, there is one more anime article I guess I could go to. Actually, it's on Critical Blast. It's on the Critical Blast site, in fact. Something I guess I could probably do here because this is one I was going to kind of save until got a few more built up. But since we are kind of focusing on anime, and this one, these like the ones on bounding into comics usually are a little longer reads. So considering that we are running a tad short here on time, we can go ahead and I will read this one here. I'll read this article here, and then we probably will start to wind up after that because by the time I finish reading this article, and we'll probably be getting close enough to an hour 30 at least to where I can probably do the this day in each history and wrap up. So, anyways, so we're gonna go ahead and do this article from Critical Blast. This is RJ's site, of course. Top 5 casino animes. Top 5 casino animes of all times you should watch. I've seen a few of them myself in the last year or so. There's some pretty good. So here we go. Are you a passionate gambler interested in Japanese culture? If yes, you will love the fact. So okay, hold on. Before I let me go back real quick. Top 5 casino animes of all times you should watch. Article by Raven Owiner, published yesterday at 7:33. I'm guessing 7:33 morning my time. So, anyways, going on to the article here. Are you a passionate gambler interested in Japanese culture? If yes, you will love the fact that TV shows also come in the form of casino-related anime. The subgenre has become pretty popular over the past years, and we're lucky to have um, several great titles in our playlist. We know you love the best Aussie online casino, but this time we go up north to discuss Japan's unique casino offers. This amazing country keeps surprising us with hard to believe entertainment forms, with casino anime being one of the most interesting. And the casino and gambling animes have become more popular and more recent, the last 2 3 years from what I understand, because I can think of Kakagure, which that's more of a gambling one overall, not necessarily a casino one, but I've watched some pretty interesting casino ones as well um the last couple of years here, last year or so. All right, so today we will present you with a list of the top 5 casino anime, so get your Coke and popcorn ready. What is anime? Anime is a type of animation originating in Japan. This can include feature films, TV series, and even shorter stories that are told in episodes. While the animation style may be similar to that of Western cartoons, anime often contains more mature and risque content than what is typically seen in American cartoons. Yeah. And American cartoons you can divide into cartoons and then adult animated series like Simpsons and all that. Um, has a very distinctive look and style, often including exaggerated characters and designs as well as colorful and dynamic visual effects. You can also recognize anime characters by their big eyes and exaggerated character features, which is true. Which is true. Is extremely popular in Japan, but it has gained a large following overseas in recent years. While the term typically refers to animated programming intended for adults and older children. It can also include programs aimed at younger audience, usually middle school. You know, some of the more but actually you do have some that are like for little kids, like Pokemon, Digimon, that kind of thing. Those ones are more for younger kids. Anime has become popular around the world in recent decades, and there are now numerous English dubbed and subtitled anime series available to watch online or via streaming services. Some diehard fans even create their own homemade anime videos using character figures and other props. Brief history of anime. Hey, Batgoat, how you doing, man? Thank you for coming in, and if you haven't already, if you can like and share the stream, see if we can get some more friendly people in here. So tonight we're focusing on anime, pretty much. Um, Decided to add another story. I had 5, but they all kind of ran quickly, so just added this last one, and we'll probably be wrapping up soon. But anyways, good to see you back out. Um, yeah. So, anyways, getting to this, a brief history of anime. The history of anime can be traced all the way back to the late 19th century when Japanese filmmakers began experimenting with animation tools and techniques. However, it wasn't until the early 20th century that anime began to emerge as a distinct genre. Back in those days, Japanese anime creators didn't really think about whether you like to gamble for real money, but the genre gradually evolved into casino anime as we know it today. During the 1920s. And of course, this was also the time when animation was starting to get going here in America, too, mind you. Japanese animators such as Kenzo Masaoka and Seitaro Kitano pioneered the boba and Yaka styles of animation, which relied on abstract shapes and rhythms to create movement. In 1936, Motonori Kiyomiya released Japan's first animated feature film, um, Momotaro's Divine Sea Warriors, which was followed by a number of other animated features over the next few years. I don't know if that has anything to do with like Momotaro from yeah, from Peach Boy or from like Journey of the West or anything like that, but 3 decades later, in 1963, Osamu Tezuka created the first color anime TV series, Astro Boy, which was based on the popular manga comic of the same name. We've all heard of Astro Boy, and we've seen its many incarnations. I think there was even an incarnation prior to this that was a black and white version, and I think it was like 57 or something like that. Let's see. Okay. The show became extremely popular in Japan and inspired numerous spin offs and remakes over the next several decades. 1980, 2003 come to mind. Today, many anime shows are adapted from or based on manga comics, with most taking place in an alternate reality where humans live alongside monsters, demons, and other creatures from Japanese folklore. Others recreate real life events from history with the fantastic or science fiction theme. Le Chevalier d'Eon comes to mind with that last statement. So, let's see. Uh, Also, sorry for the short notice, but I can't co host tomorrow night. I'm helping the kids move tomorrow at 11. I think I won't make it um, home in time. Sorry. Well, hey, this is actually a little bit longer. This is a bit more of a notice. I mean, I have now like pretty much a full day to try to see if I can get somebody to fill in. So that's good, Batco. But thank you for letting me know. That does help. It's an hour drive, and there are 2 hours round trip. It's like living in LA. Excited to get the grandkid on the farm. It's so awesome. Take pics. Hey, toys. Well, at least thank you for letting me know, Backout. At least I'll have some time now to try to see if I can find somebody to fill in for you. So, um, that will help. Um, we'll wait and see. Let's see now. These types of anime shows have been dubbed historical drama, martial arts epic, and seinen. Seinen anime focuses on adult characters, typically in their teens or 20s, and often include more mature themes, nudity, and violence. A lot of slice of life ones are like this. Many of these anime shows are aimed at men, but there's no shortage of seinen series for female viewers. Um, Princess Jellyfish comes to mind for one. um, there are also shonen anime shows that are targeted toward boys, but the lines between these two genres have largely been blurred in recent years. Five best gambling anime to watch in 2022. Yeah, and I think we read a story like this a while back. Now you know the most important parts of anime history, but how about casino anime? Subgenre is relatively young, but it already generated some amazing shows. Here are five top gambling anime you should watch this year. Okay, one out. One out centers on a talented baseball player named Okido Takashi. He cuts an imposing figure on the diamond, but he's also very skilled at gambling and can see through any opponent's strategy after a few throws. The show follows his quest to bring home the pennant for his team while defeating other opponents in high stakes games of mahjong. One Out was created by Shinobu Kaitani, um, author of the internationally acclaimed manga series Liar Game. Um, the anime began airing in 2008 and aired for 25 episodes. Before finishing in 2009, it's available to stream with English subtitles online via Crunchyroll. Fans can also find One Out on Amazon Prime Video. And we saw that ATC saying hi to Batgoat. All right, so legendary gambler Tetsuya. Number two, Legendary Gambler Tetsuya. Legendary Gambler Tetsuya is a gambling anime that mixes together elements of action, horror, and mystery to create a thrilling story um, filled with unique characters. The show's titular character is an avid gambler who takes on other people's debts in exchange for a percentage of their winnings. He's on his way to the Himalayas when he discovers a guy who shows him that he has much more to learn before he can play the game well. The historical anime is another fascinating look at past mahjong games and a lesson for us all. There's always more to learn, which is true. For those who wish to delve into history and discover more about the game, this might be your anime. Well, if Bat Goat, you're into history. Maybe maybe you might want to check this anime out. Legendary Gambler Tetsuya aired for 26 episodes and ran between 2000 and 2001. Saki. Saki is a mahjong anime that centers on the titular character and her quest to win the high school mahjong club's prefectural tournament. She has tremendous natural talent, but she doesn't have much experience with gambling, let alone mahjong. As she learns more about the game, she starts facing off against other players in matches where high stakes are on the line. Saki is not only a great story about mahjong, it's also packed with action, romance, and plenty of comedy to keep viewers hooked. Saki aired for 25 episodes between 2011 and 2012 before concluding its run. It was followed by an alternate version titled Saki Ashiga Hin episode of Side A, which aired in 2013. Akagurui, oh, this is the one I've seen before. This one's been out for a couple of years. Now it's um actually it's been actually I think it's actually technically been out for about 4 years now because I think it came out in 2006. Cool, my son-in-law and I are calling a garage at the new house a shop. I am a history dork. True. Yeah. Yeah. So Kakaguri. Okay. So here we go. Kakegurui is an anime adaptation of a manga series written by Homura Kawamoto and illustrated by Toru Naomura. I've seen this one. It's kind of dark. It's kind of on the dark side. The characters are so obsessed with gambling that they're, for the most part, there's at least two of them who may be actually psychotic, and the rest are like borderline psychotic. uh, um, the story follows a high school girl named Yumeko, who joins the school's gambling club after witnessing her friend burn all of their money during a game of mahjong. After joining, she finds that she has a natural talent for winning and becomes known as the queen of gambling. But what starts as fun and games quickly turns to a battle for survival. The show is unique in that it seamlessly weaves together both elements of horror and comedy to create an unforgettable story. No kidding. No kidding. I mean, again, it's dark. It's dark. Let's see. Um, This is probably why Kakaguri won the Kodansha Manga Award in the Shonen Manga category in 2017. The anime adaptation aired for 12 episodes, included its run in 2018, but was recently renewed for a second season. It's currently available to stream with English subtitles on Netflix, so you can check it out today if you're curious about the series. Rio Rainbow Gate. Actually, yeah, I've seen this one too. This one's a little more colorful. This one's Rio Rain. We go from a dark gambling anime to a more of a brighter gambling anime. Let me see. And this one is more of a casino setting. With that. Rio Rainbow Gate is a casino anime that centers on an ordinary high school girl named Rio Rollins. She's not much of a gambler, but she stumbles upon the casino city of Las Vegas City after being transported there through a dimensional portal. Once she arrives, her luck begins to change as she starts to win the hearts of many handsome men, including Caesar, the casino's most popular attraction. With her newfound luck and determination, she soon becomes involved in all kinds of gambling games, um, where the stakes are high and deadly consequences await for those who lose. Rio Rainbow Gate is another great anime that features plenty of romance alongside its action packed plot. It went on air in 2011, reaching 13 episodes in total. Other anime subgenres you should check. We know you are passionate about gambling and casinos, but you should also check out other anime subgenres when you finish the casino series. Here are some of the most popular versions of anime in Japan and worldwide. Romance anime is one of the most popular anime subgenres. It's diverse genre that can cover everything from drama to supernatural love stories. Some great romance series you should check out include Puella Magi Madoka Mag. Well, that one I'm not sure if that's really a romance one though. I mean, um, I always interpreted the interaction between the girls as more sisterly, but I wouldn't, but I wouldn't say that one's exactly romantic, but it is surreal. And Kimmy Kiss Pure Rouge. Sci-fi anime is popular worldwide. It's also an anime subgenre with the most series in Japan, and we've seen a number of them. So here's plenty, and there's plenty to choose from. Try Cowboy Bebop, which is a space opera type, Ghost in the Shell, Cyberpunk, and Steins Gate. Um, if you want to watch some of the best sci-fi anime out there, they they include. You could say that mecha anime is a subgenre of this subgenre of sci-fi anime, obviously. Action anime is another favorite among fans of the medium. There's a lot of action series out there, um, but here's one that's a bit more mature than the usual shonen anime, Ergo Proxy. There are also sports, music, horror, magic, even comedy anime. All in all, gamblers who end up loving anime shows will have a plethora of episodes, shows, and genres to choose from. The genre is versatile enough to give your entire weeks of high quality entertainment. Conclusion: perhaps you are more interested in gambling than anime, but we bet you changed your mind after reading this article. In this post, we explained what anime is all about and presented its brief history. You could also learn about the top 5 casino anime you should definitely watch as soon as possible. But the list of high quality casino anime goes on. So feel free to dig deeper and watch other titles as well. You won't regret it. Yep, I would have to agree with that. Anyways, guys, let's see. Where are we at on time here? Hour 37. So I was right. Adding that last one in there really did help push the time up. So push more time into it. Okay, so with that being said, and I did. So yeah, Batgoat, you did just tell me you weren't going to be able to be here tomorrow. Um, Figure something out. Toys, if you're still here, I'll probably be giving you. Might be trying to message you after this to talk about that. Just give me a heads up. Anyways, guys, we're at hour 38, so it's probably a good time to start wrapping up here. I thank everybody for being here. Um, and don't forget tomorrow night we are doing the historical comic retrospect. Obviously Batgoat's not going to be with us, unfortunately, but I'm glad he at least came in tonight and at least gave me a little heads up there. Today, my oldest said "ooh," and I heard you. And mom today, I heard you and mom today. Um, Me, you were conceived the first time. Um, it banged. Okay. Um, Toys is gonna steal the show and give out exploding bunny trophies again, or whatever it was. Let's see. I'm taking the next 2 weeks away from social media. Nice, Toys. Oh, so are you telling me now that you're not going to be available for tomorrow night? Good for you. That's what I did on vacation. Anyways, guys, so we're gonna go ahead and start to wrap up here. Um, Obviously, I'm gonna have to get searching on for our sub co-host for tomorrow. Um, I read it aloud. Read what aloud? You said quite a bit there, Toys. So, what exactly did you want me to read aloud? Yeah, I'll be away. All right. Well, I guess I'll have to see what I can do. The O face. All right. Well, I'll have to see what I can do then. All right. Well, anyways, so why don't we go ahead and start wrapping up? Again, I thank you guys for being here. I thank you guys for for all the likes and shares. So why don't we finish up by? So are you guys ready for this today? With today being Thursday, February the 3rd, 2022. Are you guys ready for this day in each history? Are you guys ready for this day in each history? History! All right, so without any further ado, let's go ahead and take a look back at this day, on this day in each history. So, anyways, okay, so our first stop is going to be 75 years ago. back in 1947, as on this date 75 years ago today, the DC promotional title Superman Tim, the 55th issue of Superman Tim, the DC promotional title, went on sale on this date back in, well, I guess you can say it didn't go on sale because there was no price to it, page count 0. This is some kind of promotional thing they did back in, I guess, around this time. But Superman Tim, um, when it was on newsstands on this date in 1947, 75 years ago today. So, anyways, moving on. Our next stop is going to be in 1962. 60 years ago today, Luther Lindsay and Ricky Waldo would win the All Japan Pro Wrestling All Asia Tag Team Championship in Tokyo, Japan. On this day in 1962, 60 years ago today, Luther Lindsay and Ricky Waldo would win the All Japan Pro Wrestling All Asia Tag Team Championship. So there we go with that one. And then we have one more to go through. Okay, so on this date in 2017, 5 years ago today, the anime film Genocidal Origin was released in theaters on this, or Genocidal Oregon was released in theaters on this date in 2017, 5 years ago today. Originally, it was originally started to be produced by Manglobe Studios before they went bankrupt and Geno Studios took over. So on this date 5 years ago today, Genocidal Oregon, the anime film from Manglobe / Geno Studio, was released on this day in 2017. So yeah, well, who won the All Valley Karate Tournament in 1985? I think that was Daniel LaRusso. You're the best around. You're the best around. Yeah. Yeah, I know. Karate Kid. I've seen that movie. That's another one of my favorites back up. Anyways, guys, I thank you guys again for being here. It looks like we got through another night here. And I thank you guys. And I will hopefully have a co-host tomorrow. Obviously, Action is already Tori's already told me that he's not available, so I'll find somebody, hopefully. So with that, guys, I thank you all for being here tonight. I thank everybody for the likes and the shares. And good catch, Mike. Peace, bro. But yep. And I thank you all. And I will see. Hopefully, I'll see most of you, if not all of you, tomorrow. Bye.